The city pulses with energy, towers of glass, rivers of light, and people chasing dreams. Giant screens flash endless ads, the air thick with coffee and ambition. It promises success and connection, but beneath the dazzle, something's missing. In the crowd, loneliness lingers. Faces glow with phone screens, but hearts remain untouched. The pursuit of more, money, fame, pleasure, leaves little space for reflection. The city offers everything, yet the soul can starve in the middle of a feast. This isn't new. History is full of cities that felt invincible, centers of trade, beauty, and indulgence. People lived their lives unaware their foundations were cracking. We see ourselves as the peak of progress, but the same temptations whisper now as they did then. Technology connects us, but the human heart hasn't changed. The stories of ancient cities hold a message for us. Are we truly moving forward, or just repeating the past? We are not so different from those who came before, and perhaps, in their stories, there's a warning we need to hear. Long ago, Sodom and Gomorrah thrived in a lush, abundant valley. Their markets overflowed, their people confident in wealth and comfort. But prosperity bred pride and self-sufficiency, hearts grew hard. The Bible says their sin was deep, a society poisoned from within. Arrogance, neglect of the needy, and shameless indulgence became the norm. Gratitude and kindness faded. God was forgotten. Their moral decay wasn't hidden, it was celebrated. When everyone does wrong, it feels right. The city's beauty masked its rot, its wealth hid spiritual bankruptcy. Sodom and Gomorrah remind us, prosperity isn't righteousness, abundance isn't peace. The true health of a city, or a soul, is measured by the state of its heart. These cities were desperately sick, and their end was near. A place can look perfect on the outside, yet be crumbling within. Their story is a timeless warning. What matters most is the heart. As darkness covered the plain, Abraham pleaded with God for Sodom. He bargained. Would God spare the city for just 10 righteous people? God agreed, but 10 could not be found. 2 angels arrived in Sodom, met by Lot, who sheltered them. That night, the city's depravity was exposed as a mob demanded the strangers. The angels warned, Lot, gather your family and flee, for destruction was coming. Lot's sons-in-law laughed off the warning, blinded by comfort. At dawn, the angels led Lot, his wife and daughters out, God's mercy in action. Don't look back, they urged. Then fire rained down and the cities were destroyed. Lot's wife looked back, unable to let go, and was lost. The once beautiful plain became a smoking ruin. The story ends with a stark truth. Ignoring God's call has consequences. Even in judgment, there was mercy for those willing to listen. The warning was clear, but few heeded it. Escape was possible, but only for those who chose to leave. The ruins stand as a silent testament. Sodom and Gomorrah's story is a mirror for every generation, including ours. Jesus said it would be more bearable for them than for those who reject greater spiritual light. They had little knowledge, no law, no prophets, no gospel, just conscience and creation. Their sin was great, but their spiritual light was small. We, by contrast, are flooded with truth, Bibles everywhere, churches on every corner, messages of hope at our fingertips. We know so much, have seen so much of God's grace. The warning is for us. To whom much is given, much is required. We cannot plead ignorance, the evidence surrounds us. The invitation is clear, the light is bright. The question isn't whether we have the light, but what we do with it. Sodom's judgment warns us not to waste what we've been given. The responsibility is ours. What will we do with the truth before us? We live in an age of unprecedented access to spiritual truth. A smartphone brings more wisdom than ancient kings ever dreamed. Sermons, devotionals, and faith communities are always within reach. The light is everywhere, but so are distractions. The same device that brings truth also brings endless entertainment and noise. Our attention is under siege. Busyness crowds out reflection. The danger isn't open rebellion, but quiet neglect. Faith becomes just another item on a crowded to-do list. Like Lot's sons-in-law, we hear the warning but dismiss it as irrelevant. Sodom's downfall wasn't lack of resources but indulgence and distraction. Modern life can harden our hearts just as surely. We don't have to be wicked to be lost, just too distracted to notice. The greatest danger is forgetting what matters most. Sodom and Gomorrah warn us, choices have consequences and judgment is real. But every warning from God is also an invitation to grace. See God's patience with Abraham, his mercy in rescuing Lot. The angels pulled Lot's family to safety, a picture of God's desire to save, not destroy. The destruction wasn't the end, but a new beginning for those who listened. For us, the final word isn't judgment, but Jesus, our escape, our open door. He leads us out of destruction into purpose and peace. The warning is meant to make us look up and see the rescue God offers now. Will we be too busy or distracted to respond? God isn't a distant judge, but a loving Father calling us home. Don't look back at what you're leaving behind, look forward to the life of grace He offers. The door is open, walk through it.